everyone, hello friends, you're welcome back to my channel. So if you are new to my channel, please do make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much guys for always tuning in. You know I love you all. So today I have a very special guest in the building, and okay, he'll introduce himself.
Hello viewers, my name is Joshua Odili, a student of Mass Communication Department in my final year.
Final year, brother.
Yes, sister.
Okay, so guys, today we'll be sharing with you how to improve your grades.
Yes, exactly. How to do better and how to improve your grades.
Yes. So who's going first?
Well, ladies first.
Okay. So number one is keep your things in order against the next morning. So you guys will agree with me that the most important thing you need to have in order to get access to the school or your faculty, if you're University of just Faculty of Arts, you should know that your ID card is very important, and without it, of course, you can't go into the faculty or go into the school. So imagine you leaving it at home and then going to school, and then imagine maybe your house is far and already you are late for your lectures. You're just rushing to go into the lecture hall for your lectures, and then the security men are like, you can't go inside, and then they'll just embarrass you there, and then people will just be there, and you know how things can be sometimes, and later on, like last they just allowed you to enter. Now in a situation like that, I don't think you will just why keep me up his life.
No, that actually means that from that point, when you miss a lecture, it automatically means you miss a lecture, a very important one. And we all know that as students of University of Jos, they say the attendance matters. And if you begin to develop the habit of missing lectures or even going late for a class, at that point, your attendance will begin to speak back for you, and you might begin to miss lectures, which automatically means that you will lag behind.
Yeah.
And one of the points I have is that as a student, you should be able to get materials to prepare for the next session. I mean, what's schooling without preparation? And one of the best ways to prepare is actually getting materials from your predecessors. When you get materials from your predecessors, this enables you, or this places you on a perfect pedestal to do well academically. When you get these materials.
Okay, no, wait, what's pedestal?
Pedestal is more like a level, a perfect level, more like it places you above your equals. A pedestal means placing you. A pedestal is just a level, but when I say perfect pedestal, it simply means above your equals.
Okay.
So when you get these materials, then they should be able to guide you, because we all know also that most of our lecturers do not always give us everything. They will not. They usually say they won't spoon feed you all the way. Yeah. So you have to go out and get something also for yourself.
Okay. So seems like I'll be doing.
You doing what?
Less of the talking here.
No, sorry. I during the introduction I forgot to say sometimes I talk a lot, but
yeah, and it's very smart. Alright, so the next point I have here is always go through your notes when you're back from school. Okay, I know some of you will be like, with all the stress and stuff like that, I still go through my notes. No, what I mean is when you're back from school, just eat, take a nap, or just rest if you're that kind of person that don't sleep in the afternoon, just like me. So you just rest and later and just go through your notes, because it will help you when it comes to when situations like which is like when you're having a test, like okay, what do you call that thing? Impromptu test, yeah, or something like that, surprise test. Like you won't fall under the category of people who will be like, oh, I wasn't ready for this test, I didn't see it coming, or stuff like that. At least on a scale of 10, if you are that kind of person that go through your notes after your lectures every day, then at least you should have like half of 10, which is like 5 or so.
Yeah, I don't think I need to add anything to that. But the next point I have in order to have a perfect grade or a successful grade is one thing I do is two weeks after lectures begin, commence in school, I try to develop a timetable for myself. I mean, this timetable should help me also to be able to know which courses to prepare for the next day and all. So when I have this reading time, personal reading timetable, then it helps me to prepare and also read ahead before classes.
Mm. Okay, explain or teach someone what you've read. Now this is very important. It has helped me a lot. Like, there's this thing that has to do with the short and long-term memory, whereby there's something which you've learned without constant practicing or stuff like that. It just stays in your short-term memory. Now when you do stuff like this, when after reading you try to explain to someone what you've read, especially someone who is maybe, let's say, outside your department or something like that. Or something like. So guys, I had to cut the video because he said something very, very funny. Yes, let's leave it at funny. So as I was saying, try and explain to someone what you've read, especially your friend, and try and find someone who is very serious. Because if you find someone who is like Joshua here, like
no, guys, come on, I'm very serious.
Yeah, that was just a joke. But try and find someone who is very serious, because if you find someone who is very playful, you might end up not achieving what you guys were meant to achieve. And should I say my next one?
Yes, please, if you don't mind.
Okay, this one is somewhat similar to what you said. Try and get past questions from your seniors.
Okay. Okay, then I think setting your priorities right is very, very important. Setting your priorities right is very, very important. I mean, as a student, it's not supposed to be that after lectures you get back home and then you go and begin to play a football match or something when you know that the next day you have an 8 o'clock lecture. What you need to do at that point is, once you get back from school after a rigorous marathon lecture, what you need to do is you should be able to get rest, either a nap or a siesta, and after that, then if there are some chores for you, you should tackle them. Then when the night is there, then you rest. Then maybe very early in the morning you could go through your books, and then to lead you to the next line of lecture, next line of activity for the next day.
So go through your assignments and test scripts. Now if you all, I guess you agree with me that for your exams, like most of the questions, like no, let me not say most, but some questions do come out from the assignments which you were given during this semester. Guys, my next point is always take time before you answer your questions, and also make sure you go through instructions, because it's very important, because sometimes you might be asked to answer 4 questions and then you might be asked to answer 2 questions out of 4, and then you end up answering 3, or maybe you might even answer the 4 because of how the questions maybe they were cheap or so. So just try and take your time and understand the question and instructions.
Yeah, and my final point is try to finish before time so that you can go through your work. Do not write that you forget to go through everything you've written from the first question to the last question. I think it's important that you go through your work, because you should try to read word for word if you can, so that when your lecturers are marking, they'll be able to see that this person really knows what he's writing. Or in a situation where you're trying to meet up with time, and then you are trying to rush and do all of that, you might get your work intertwined. So when you go through your work, it gives you the room or the idea, or it helps you, the assistance, to be able to take note of any mistake you might have made while writing.
Okay, so that's all right.
Yeah, that's all. That's my last point. In a nutshell, though, she was telling me that it's nice to have a strategic planning for the semester. So
yeah, so just having a strategic planning, like you should know, like you should set your goal. Hey.
Gal Gadot or God. Well, whichever. I didn't like go.
Set your goals. Immediately the semester commences, just set your goals. Know where you are heading to. Like you should have a vision for the semester. Okay, at the end of the semester, I should expect my result to be like this because this is what I'm going to do to achieve it. So that's all.
Yeah, that's all also for me. It shouldn't also be that you resume, but you would want to wait till when the lectures have gotten very serious before you begin to want to make plans. I mean, immediately you see that the timetable is out and lecturers have come to the class for, let's say, 2 weeks, then you should fire away also. And I remain Joshua Odide, like I said earlier on.
Okay, and you guys know who I am, so no need. But if
know.
you're just tuning in, I am Bomon Dakwa, and this is my channel. So guys, we hope you guys enjoyed this video in as much as we also enjoyed it. And did you enjoy it?
I did.
And we also hope this video will help you a lot and will go a long way. Like, you guys should share it and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you